want to talk to you about how to find your purpose in life. Ways that my husband and I, Steve and I, have found that can kind of get you on that path. So we had just made a video on how to get out of a rut in life. And we talked just briefly about a journaling system that we have, a way that we journal to get you started when you don't have any idea what your purpose is or what you should be doing or your passion or whatever you want to call that. So we have this journaling. It's called Firstlies, or doing first things first. We a couple of different things that we call that, and we just made this. We are kind of talking about looking into actually making this journal and providing it for you guys. But for right now, we just have this that we've been using. So we just bought one of these. A journal like this. It has the little where we put in the tabs. So it was actually already this way. So it already had the tabs, and so inside here, so you'll see each tab. So we've actually put down like financially, intellectually, relationally, spiritually, untrained physically. Yeah. So, and I did talk about that earlier. I forgot to mention that. So it's our 5 lists. So there'd be 5 things that you're going to focus on. These aren't the only things, but this is just a really great way to begin. And so, and this is what we have taught our boys also, which they're in pretty much out of college. One of them's totally out of college, and the other one graduates here in a couple of months. But to focus financially, so what are some goals that you have toward finances? Maybe you just want to, get out of debt, or save for vacation, just anything that has to do with money and what you would like to do, some goals you would like to set. Intellectually, maybe you want to learn something new, you want to increase your knowledge about something, like Steve and I are in the middle of increasing our knowledge about nutrition and some new research that's been coming out in that area. Then you would have relationally, areas you want to improve your relationships with your spouse, with your friends, with your children, with your parents, or anybody, or maybe you want to make new friends. So what are some goals there? Then we have spiritually. So spiritually, what are some of the goals that you have there? And then train physically, and because we wanted this to fit into the first things first type of a thing, and firstlies, we couldn't come up with anything because we wanted the F to be financially. So we came up with train physically, and in that category, it's anything to do with our health. So working out, eating right, health, sleeping, getting better sleep. I'm kind of struggling in that area right now, but just so that train physically does fit into that whole health category there. So back up to this, and then I'll show you here. So then we have the tabs, for each one of those areas. And so what we do, we try to at least once a week. So this isn't like an overwhelming thing. Like I said, it's something to start with, because a lot of people don't want to journal every day, or they feel bad about themselves if they don't journal every day, which is kind of something we were doing. So we do this weekly, and which is still great. I mean, even if you only journal weekly, at least you have something where you are writing down, because they show the power of writing things down. Research has shown, and at least weekly, you can put your goals into those areas. And so this is what we have found to be really easy, as just a really great way to get started with this, to start figuring out your passion, your purpose, or whatever it is that you're looking for, especially, if you're stuck and you don't know how to move forward. And this is just an easy way to do that, to get focused, to figure out where maybe you want to go from there. So I hope that this helps any of you that are looking for something like this to get started, just feeling like things really seem overwhelming and you don't know how to get unstuck or how to move forward. This can be just such a great way, I think, and it's easy because anybody can sit down and think like, well, what would I like to do with my finances? And then you just take each category and go from there. It's like, what would you like? And then each week, just do tiny little things to work towards those goals. So comment below if you found this to be helpful, or if you journal or think that maybe you would like even more information about this. And you're always welcome to go to our website, balancefitlifestyles.com, and we have a free guide that shows you a little bit more in depth about our firstly, or doing first things first, or journaling, so we call it. So I hope to see you guys in the next video.